Cat and mouse vipers. Giant child-snatching vipers are terrorizing New Orleans, pulling children from their homes in the middle of the night in their eagerness to take on human trafficking in the city. Cat and mouse find themselves in the thick of it. Crime, action, drama with a smattering of superheroics. Now, like Roland Mann said, our head honcho here at Silverline, go do some backing, and we appreciate your support.
Welcome to another episode of Geek-men and the Masters of the Thunder Nerds. I'm Dustin.
And I'm a 245 trioxin infected zombie tonight. So, a little movie trivia thrown in there for you people in the know. I'm
and
back.
It's Frickin Figures. He's back.
Yes.
It's all good.
You. I'm going to be a little bit off my game tonight because I have been under the weather. So, that was the reason why I was absent last week. I couldn't even speak, so I didn't have a marker board to write out everything I was going to say and show the screen. So
right. Not to mention, I mean, that would be a really big marker board with how you normally talk.
Yeah, I would need to have like the whole wall behind me.
And for this week's episode, it's just the wall. Pause and read.
Oh
boy.
man. But yeah, I'm gonna try and stick with it. We'll see how it goes. I'll try not to hack and be snotty on camera for the world to see.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. Just maybe not as bad, but whoosh.
Oh, dude, I couldn't, like, when I say I couldn't speak, I don't mean like I was just raspy. I physically could not speak. So it's interesting to see when that happens too, if you've never experienced that. And this wasn't the first time that I've gone through that before.
Right.
When you can't speak, it's funny to the people that know you because they're like, really, you can't talk at all, like nothing. It's like, yeah, no, really, nothing's coming out, So thank God for today, we've got smartphones and you can type in notes to relay what you're trying to say. Before it was just, well, I need a pen and pad and I need, you're just going to have to bear with me while I write this out. But now with those phones, like you can type and then you can have your phone say what you've typed.
Yeah.
But, if you know me, autocorrect is my nemesis. So it could come up with some strange shit sometimes. Like,
yeah.
Damn it, now I got to do all that all over again. So, but for the people that don't know you, when you type on your phone, hey, sorry, I can't speak, you met with some interesting concerns. Some people think you're deaf, that you can't hear. And you're trying to say, no, I can hear you, others think you can't speak English. That's why you're not speaking. So yeah, that was interesting. dealing with that recently. It's
You
like,
can't
no,
speak. You can't
I
speak English, but you can type
I
it.
can't
Huh?
speak
That's
any
weird.
language that right now, you know,
Right.
so don't even, but I understand you, you know,
Yeah.
so I'm having to type that out so that people understand, no, I know what you're saying. I'm having to communicate this way with you. So
Uh,
it's funny, some people's reactions sometimes. And I've only once ever come across somebody that was truly deaf during that time when I've caught whatever bug this is that affects me like that. I've only come across one person that's actually deaf, and they start signing to me, and I'm going, no, 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 you know. So I'm writing down again, you know, I'm not deaf. I can hear. I don't know sign language. So
I'm not fluent in ASL. Sorry.
yeah, I know two things in sign language, and I'm not demonstrating the other one. I know this one.
Well, there's
You can
cracker, there's
you can
milk.
guess the other one.
You
No,
know.
no, no. The other one's like, it
Oh yeah,
involves like
yeah.
a particular finger.
Grapes.
I don't know any of that shit. Sorry. Oh, damn it. Sorry about that.
Well, so did you get anything in the box over the last week or so?
Yeah, and I'm tired of slouching, so I'm going first.
Yeah.
First of all,
Nice.
although it's so damn big, look at it. It's like they gave me the Care Bear version. Oh, like you can't see that on screen. I needed it like here.
Right.
So I'm like, oh my god, this thing, it's like it's massive. It's like my whole torso, dude. The Sticker Mule had a special sale, and I couldn't say no, especially
Mhm.
for you. You made this nifty new logo, and I'm like, oh, I gotta have that on a shirt. Waiting this whole time for Sticker Mule to do, and they've done shirts. They've done like a blue shirt and then a white shirt. I'm going, oh, go back to black. I want the black shirt. They had it. I'm like, oh, I couldn't order fast enough. So it's just it's a test shirt. These are
Yeah.
available. Don't hit us up quite yet. This is just kind of a test run. So this is what not to make. Maybe that's what you're into. It's like this giant Care Bear thing on my belly.
Thunder Nerds care.
So yeah, so I got that. That actually just came in today too. I'm watching
Oh,
the tracking and I'm going, oh God, please, I hope that gets here today.
that's awesome.
Because I'm coming back. I'm coming back. So and then Big Bad Toy Store sprung this one on me. I knew it was coming. So
Hang on.
this is
Let's
Stavros.
zoom in. No, not me.
That's the
You.
that's the short name. Stavros the Unwavering.
Nice.
So this is a Mythic Legions figure. I don't think he's going to be part of the lore or whatever. This is just kind of a fancy little anniversary figure that the Four Horsemen partnered with Big Bad Toy Store.
Mm-hmm.
So this is exclusive to Big Bad Toy Store, and he is a big boy. So this is the fourth time they've released this body, but the third dragon that they've released. The other one, the fourth being Kragnar from Cosmic Legions.
Okay.
But this one, so in the images, the promotional stuff, he just looked like a big ass black dragon. But look, he's got color on him, dude.
Oh, wow.
Like, I didn't do that. That's how he comes.
That's definitely interesting.
Yeah. So, of course, you've got the articulated jaw.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't expecting that pop of green and like
Mm-hmm.
that deep violet kind of color. And it kind of runs down his sides a little bit.
Oh.
So it's blended in with the black.
Hmm.
So, yeah, no, a really cool black dragon if you want one. They're still available at Big Bad Toy Store.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, like he comes with some really cool accessories, like that big ass sword you see with him.
Yeah.
He got this
Oh
axe
yeah, like the mace thing.
type of deal. He comes with a couple of alternate hands. He does come with 2 gripping hands, so you can hold both of those accessories, or just
Oh,
like that
nice.
open claw kind of, you know. So he comes with those. He also comes with these extra little back ports, these little
Mm.
nubby parts.
Yeah.
If you have one of those dragon figures, you're kind of familiar with what these are. They came with the Kragnar figure, the cosmic one, because he comes with 4 arms. And if you didn't want that character to have 4 arms, you pop the extra arms out of the back and you plug in those extra little bits that I just showed you. There's holes in them so that the little shoulder armor here can just plug into it. And these soft goods do come off.
Hmm.
They're kind of a pain in the butt. It's really tight. There is no give in this fabric whatsoever. So, but yeah, mine had. There's been a little bit of what
Quality.
is quality? Yeah, quality control type of stuff. Some
Yeah.
people have come across. Mine had like a little bit of schmutz here in his elbow, on the inner
Okay.
elbow. There was a little bit of extra plastic. I had to cut that out.
Oh, okay.
It was just like a flap there. These things are injection molded, so stuff like that does
Hey,
kind of happen.
pops.
Hey, pops. But yeah, nothing like me personally. I couldn't fix. Just took a little hobby knife and carved that piece out. No big deal. Whatever.
Yeah.
But some people have been reporting like some molding issues or whatever, stuff being a little bit deformed or whatever. But Big Bad Toy Stores got you covered. They got great, excellent customer service. They'll get back to you pretty quickly, and take care of you if you do in fact have something that is like a manufacturing error.
Yeah.
There's some people reporting that the graphic
Yeah.
on the front is kind of like it's not crisp, like it's not fully there or something.
Okay.
And I mean that's understandable. Some people, they want their figures like perfect, like they don't want any kind of nothing that looks like worn or whatever. Mine is a little bit smudged here, but that's okay. I understand because I used to work in a silk screen factory, and that's what that looks like. It's either a silk screen or a transfer, iron-on transfer design or something like that. There's slight variations that can happen when you're printing in mass, and that's
Yeah.
just kind of par for the course with stuff like that. So if you get one and it's that print isn't to your liking, they're not gonna send you a new piece for that. They're just gonna say, well, manufacturing stuff like that there's going to be variations. If there's something physically wrong with the figure itself, that's what I'm saying that they'll take care of you with. They'll send you either the part or a new figure. I think somebody reported something was wrong with theirs, like the torso or whatever. They just sent them another figure. Like, yeah, here, just we'll make it right. Here it is. But yeah, no, even the box. I want to talk about the box real quick. Got that really cool photography there by Nate Barch. I mean, not Nate Barch. Trevor Williams. Nate
Yeah.
Barch did some of the art for the side.
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting at. Some of that background detail stuff.
Yeah.
He's got like this lava type of insert. He does really good work too.
Absolutely.
But yeah, that Trevor Williams picture on the back. Love that pose. I might have to put him in that one.
Yeah.
That's my pickups. I got the Stavros figure, got the shirts. I've been dead to the world for like 2 weeks. So, what about you, buddy? What do you got?
Let's see. Hey, what's up, Figure Fight Club?
Hey, Abby, how you doing, man?
Yeah, so I don't know, like,
did you open anything? Get anything new?
The only thing I got new, I don't think anyone here will care, but I got it's this stand that you can put your phone on, and it has a tray, and then you can scan your magic cards or trading cards or whatever, what have you.
Huh.
So that's pretty much what I've been doing for like the last, well, since I got it, I started scanning my collection, and it's just like
So you
bing,
get
bing.
So you get a digital copy of your card? Is that what it is?
No, it's not that. It's just it partners with this app, Mana Box, and so it just shows you your collection, and it'll give you stats, and you can look at the cards, and you can build decks here and make sure you have the stuff.
I got him in those.
Nice. You can build decks and whatnot there, or make sure you have the cards, or while you're out, be like, oh, I think I need to pick up stuff, and you can look at a list that you can make, and I don't know, it's fun, it's neat. What's up,
So
Jess?
it's a way, hey Jess. So it's a way to basically make sure you're not like, do I have this? Yeah, okay, I've got this one. I don't need to buy this one.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. Inventory.
Yep. But it's fun because, I mean, I don't know. That's one of my hobbies. I have been playing since pretty much it started, but I was definitely by like 5th edition. I was definitely in, and bless you.
Excuse me. That was just me trying to clear my throat. I didn't want to. I didn't want to do it. I muted myself.
Yeah. No, it's all good. But that's pretty much it. That's all I've done, and I mean, but yeah. So a new figure came out, yeah.
Well, before we get into that, I've noticed a trend, and I don't jump on these things like, what was it last year? Everybody was on like that new app that came out where you could take a picture of yourself and it turned it into like artwork or something like that, some kind of crazy crap. There's a new thing now. I don't know if you've seen it or not. People are turning themselves into action figures with just prompts or whatever. And completely ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Completely ridiculous. They look nothing like you. It's so stupid. It's like, another thing that bothers me, I've noticed since I've kind of been taking a step back trying to get well. Okay, so you're familiar when people do these duet type of videos you see on social media, whether it's Facebook or Instagram or TikTok or whatever the hell people are using now. I've noticed a trend where people are using like somebody else, like they're not physically doing a live like duet with them, or it's like it's a pre-recorded thing of somebody laughing, and it's not timed right with whatever story somebody's trying to tell. Like the person's talking about the most serious part of whatever it is, and this other person is laughing their ass off already. I hate that. I can't stand it whenever I come across it. It's like, no, I'm going to cover up that other half of that script. I don't want to, like, I'll listen to your story, but I don't want to watch this other asshole that's got nothing to do with what you're talking about. Like, that's how I feel about these action figure things. So bring up I saw this one and had to grab it because it was just kind of generic.
Yeah,
I know, right? Like the regular duets are bad enough. Now you've got these other assholes that are making these that are, like stock footage of people laughing. It's so stupid. And that's how I feel about these things. Like, don't do these things. These things are just, they're god awful. They're stupid. Look, it's an app you have to download, I think. And these people are taking all kinds of information from you. Like, don't do this. Don't do that. As funny as this one is, this was like the only one that I laughed at. The rest of them was just, and my own family is getting in on this. Like people that aren't into the toys and stuff, they're doing this. And every single one of them. Okay, I've got a lot of women in my family. Every single one of them has got like expensive watches and stacks of money and like
Good
your
God.
ass ain't got none of that. Sit your ass down.
Right.
Who the fuck are you trying to fool? I don't know, man. I hate shit though. I hate stuff like this. It's so stupid. And it's just it falls in that line with this is what not to do with AI, okay? Like I don't know. Dude, there could be a whole show on that alone. Like the dangers and stupidity of AI. It's getting to where you can't even believe your own eyes anymore. Whenever somebody posts something, it's like, well, I don't know about this.
Yeah, it's
Something's
like
not right.
Yeah, first of all, you have to look. It's like, okay, check the fingers because a lot of times they add an extra finger and the hands don't look
or
right.
Even with video, it's kind of it doesn't move right. Something's not right. Like the foreground and the background ain't moving together right or something. And it's usually really easy for me to spot when something is AI, but it's getting good, man. It's getting dangerously good at fooling people. And it's just, because you got people out there that they won't believe something until they see it. And then they see it and it's like, okay, well, wait a minute. Is this real or is this AI?
Yeah.
That shit's dangerous. And now they can put your face on somebody else and it looks like you and then take your voice and make you say shit that you've never said before.
Yep.
And go completely against, your values or anything like that. So like stay away from this crap. Okay. Don't do this. This is bad. Okay. This one's funny because it's a stereotypical like snapshot of adult toy collectors in certain aspects. But like don't go into all of this stuff and give these people your information. It's bad enough that they can screw you over. Don't make it easy for them. Like, come on.
Just live off the grid. We're not saying that either, but
no.
You get the idea.
No. Look, you're making me. Okay. No, give me a minute. No, but yeah, you're right. A new figure dropped from Figure Obscura, and man, was it a doozy. It's crazy. This figure, okay, like I'm not super familiar with Ganesha, however you say it, however you pronounce it. I'm sorry, I'm from the South. If I'm saying it wrong, I'm sorry. This one caught me. Like, I didn't wake up super early to see it first dropped. I'm like, yeah, they usually do pretty good. If it does sell out, they got, a second sale that they do later in the evening.
Yeah.
This one, I'm surprised by it. Because in the history of Figura Obscura, it's always been characters of myth and legend or of literary history. This one is an actual like currently worshipped deity. So this isn't like mythology. So I was surprised. It, like I said, it just caught me completely off guard. I didn't see this coming at all. They should because they do a teaser. Okay, they show a teaser image on Fridays, and then the release is on Saturdays. And this is an in-stock figure. It's not a pre-order. Like it's a drop. Like you want it, buy it now, get it. You don't have to wait, months. You don't have to wait a year. You don't have to wait 2 years for this to come out.
Right.
So it was interesting to me because this is a first for the line. This is a This is a like I said, a currently actively worshipped spiritual deity, you know, of Hinduism. I think. Forgive me if I get any of this wrong. Like I am seriously, I'm not that familiar. Like I know the imagery of Ganesha. Yeah, this one got me too. I don't collect brute scale, but I want this one. So yeah, so I did pick this one up. I don't have it yet. I haven't gotten a shipping notice. Four Horsemen, what's up?
Where's my shipping notice?
Running joke,
Yeah, for
online.
sure.
It's always, So anyway, no. So yeah. What are your thoughts on this? I'm gonna take a second to try and clear myself up here.
Oh, he got 4. Abby got 4.
Abby got 4. I'm not surprised. Abby, I am not surprised at all.
So, Abby, do you know anything more about this? Because I don't know anything about this either. But I don't know. Let's scroll through the images. Okay, so it's an Indian representing. Okay. Let's see. Oh, he is a god in Hinduism. All right. Well, there you go. Let's move it again here. Let's look at this. I don't have control over this. There you go. Okay, so he's the son of Shiva and Parvati, I think, maybe. Parvati. Yeah, I think, but all right. Well, it's interesting. So all I know is I saw someone in he says I have a statue of Ganesha in every room of in my home. Interesting. Okay. That's cool. Oh, okay. So I think he's touching on what I was getting into. He says there was a guy in the cabal that complained that the figure was too complicated, had too many accessories, and not easy to play with. People will literally complain about anything. Yeah, so I mean, so this guy that I saw in the cabal, he was complaining that he didn't like the MC Hammer pants and how ridiculous it was and stuff like that. And it's just like, okay, well, that's I mean, because I'm very familiar with those types of pants. I mean, it's pretty much all in Asian culture and Indian culture, all that stuff. If you're muted, actually. You're mute.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Forgot I did that because I was trying to clear my throat. No, I was just saying, yeah, it's like you were saying, it's part of that culture. Like,
yeah,
and it's a lower garment, but it's not like pants. It's like a wrap. So
yeah,
this guy that's going off on this rant about how okay, that's fine. If you don't want this figure, it's not for you. Don't buy it. By all means, don't buy this thing. You don't like it, buy something else. If you want a 50th Captain America figure that just comes with a shield and a couple of fists, fine, go buy that. I don't care. But like, and then he got pissed off that people were posting counterpoints to his post. I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to ignore that.
Yeah. No, so Abby says he's the god of triumph over obstacles. That's cool. That's a very cool thing. I mean, personally, I love the accessories. I'm a big accessory guy.
Look at all of the stuff that it comes with.
Yeah,
I mean, that's crazy. That is an insane amount of stuff.
Okay, so that is a Dottie. I think maybe that's. I'm not familiar with that Dottie. I don't know. Maybe wrap around the legs and lower body made shift into pants. Made shift into pants.
Right,
Okay.
right. Yeah. So there's another channel that the Dork Layer, he's on YouTube.
Yeah.
They send him an advanced copy of all of the Obscura figures so that he can make a video, and he'll post it the day of the drop. So if you're curious about, in hand what these things look like, he does a really good job of reviewing the figure. And in his video, he shows, like, he pops the figure apart and he shows how that lower garment is attached. And he doesn't take it off and untie the straps completely, but you could tell it's more of like a sash type of thing, because the way it connects in that barbell that connects the top of the figure to the lower part of the figure, and it's got like these straps that hook on to it's let me just here it's like a piece like this. You got this little like barbell type of thing that goes into the waist, and the straps go over that, so they're hooped around that, and it's tied in a knot. So if you were to untie the whole thing, you're probably left with something that resembles maybe a scarf type of garment. So if you untie it, you better pay attention to how you untie it if you want it to go back on the figure.
Yeah.
Take it completely off. But yeah, no, Bill at Dorklair does a really good job of showing the figure without all the stuff on it. He'll do like some I'm sorry, he'll do some pop and swaps. He really gives the figure a really good work over, so you know what you're getting, you know what to expect. But yeah, no, it's currently still in stock, still available at storehorseman.com, which is where I was sharing that. I'm sorry.
Storehorseman.com. And the other version, the other website, that's why we're very specific, because there's sourcehorseman.com. No, this is store, store, horseman.com. So just make sure you take note of that if you're ever thinking about ordering and this figure appeals to you.
Right. And I've got some screenshots from Dorklayer's video. If you want to bring up did I stop sharing? No, there it is. It's still there. This gives you an idea about height.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, when I first saw it, I expected it to be an ogre scale, but it's not. It's a slightly smaller brute scale, but it also has other scaled pieces mixed into it. So it's not fully completely a brute scale figure. It's hard to describe what I mean without having the parts in hand to compare them to anything. But it's an interesting mix of pieces that they went with. My favorite features probably got to be the hinged ears. They're on articulated hinges, so the ears are posable. Yeah, that's really cool.
That is cool.
He'll come with two trunks. This one here is a pre-posed one, and then there's one that you can pop that off and put another one on that's got a little bendy wire in it. So you're not stuck with the one pose if you don't, if you have a different pose you prefer it to be in.
That's
but here,
cool.
that helmet, that headdress thing, it's removable. So
yeah.
Without that piece on it, it's probably around the 8-inch mark standing straight up. But it adds an extra inch whenever you have the headdress on him.
That's what she said.
Right. So here's what I mean by he's not quite ogre scale. So on the right of the picture, we have an ogre scale vampire figure. And then to his on the left of the picture, the dragon. That's a similarly scaled figure that I had for the Stavros figure that I showed off during What's in the Box.
Yeah.
It's a little bit taller than ogre scale, but here it gives you kind of a good idea about like height-wise where he stands. If you're familiar with the Mythic Legions figures.
Yeah.
If not, there's some other comparisons, like this one here. This is also more obscure figures made by the Horsemen. On the left, you have Mask of the Red Death.
Yeah.
And then on the right, you have Sun Wukong, the Monkey King.
Mm-hmm.
This one here shows, if you're familiar with any of these other lines here, on the right, you have the Swordmaster Wing from Furray Toys.
Yeah.
I don't know where the dinosaur is from. Probably the same company. I don't know. They changed names so many times. I can't keep up with that shit. But
Right.
that's a big ass figure.
Yeah, for sure. He's honking, man.
Yeah. If you don't collect any of those, here's one of now this is the He-Man is more of like a custom kit bash sort of thing. I think these pictures were taken directly from Dorklayer's video. So
Yeah.
you go watch his video on this figure, you'll see these images again, and he'll have much more details about them. But then, who's not familiar with the imagery of Warduke,
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of scale wise.
Fun fact.
Those. Yes.
I was not familiar with Warduke until I started hanging around the Cabal, and then everyone has been wild.
Oh.
And so I had no idea who it was. It's like, all
Well,
right,
it's a very
cool.
classic D&D type of character there.
Yeah.
It's surprising to me, even still today, whenever the Horsemen, they'll come out with a new line or whatever, and they'll have a character, and it's like, wait a minute, I've seen this character somewhere before. And there's so many characters in Dungeons and Dragons that have similar looks that they'll play off of. It's like, oh, come on now. That's okay. I see where you're coming from. Like even with the shit, I'm staring right at him. Gideon Heaven's brand. He looks he favors Strongheart, who is in direct opposition to Warduke, who those two characters used to be friends in the lore, but then there's this whole thing with the Heartstone, and those that are exposed to the Heartstone, their true intentions are brought out to life. So if you are a good person, you're that much more of a for good and just. And if you have evil in your heart, you turn more towards the evil side, and that's what happened to Warduke.
Oh.
So yeah, so there's this whole thing. So anyway, yeah, there was a lot of people that was making Warduke customs with the Mythic Legions in the early days.
Yeah, because that's when I popped in. I was just like,
present company included.
Everyone was popping a new Warduke.
I made my Warduke. I was probably one of the last to make Warduke though, because I wasn't trying to be first. Oh, he's super dusty too. So yeah. Now this has some other parts that aren't just Mythic Legions parts, like that shoulder piece, the necklace. I made the necklace from scratch, but then all these jewels and stuff, those are real garnets, like the ones on the leg, like this. No, this leg here is a Marvel Legends leg from the Century. Like I had made this type of leg. Like the Horsemen are just now releasing this type of lower leg. I had done this years ago.
Awesome.
But anyway,
no,
I have a couple more shots here of some other lines from Dorklayer's video. Here he is with Anubis and Bastet, which so Anubis is considered a 1.0 style figure, and this is kind of what I mean. So the Anubis is a 1.0. Bastet is a 2.0. She's a smaller figure. They made those smaller figures later, which is why they get the 2.0 designation. So Ganesha has brute scale parts, which is kind of that middle scale between the 1.0 and the ogre scale.
Yeah.
But here you see they're roughly the same height. Now, not counting the ceremonial headdress on Ganesha. But Anubis and Ganesha here, these figures can they're eye to eye. So that's what I mean by he has brute scale parts in his makeup, but it's not 100% brute scale.
Yeah.
But then
RP says
here's
he loves those and bought a bunch of Anubis and Bastet. It was what got him into Legions. That's cool.
oh, nice. Yeah, man. Those are really great figures too. Those are the newer versions of the figures. So that was a really great time to jump in.
Yeah.
Not that there was anything wrong with the older figures, but some of those older figures, those original ones, still had the hand sculpted parts. Like they weren't 100% digital sculpts. Now these newer ones, like the Anubis or the legendary barbarian, or now this Ganesha figure, they're 100% digital sculpted, and they keep playing with the articulation, getting more and more and more out of it. And
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's almost like a completely different line now with these newer figures. Like I've seen people, they're starting to unload their older figures, not just the ones that got like updates, like the Gideon Heavens brand.
Mhm.
They're like, yeah, these new Knight figures have ruined me. I can't even handle the old figures anymore. So they just sell them off. I'm like,
Jeez.
wow. I mean, that's saying something, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But I get it. So these newer versions of these figures made me remake one of my customs that it was like my forever custom. Like I wasn't going to make another one. I wasn't like, that was it. And then after I got those new bodies in my hand, I'm like, oh my God, my character, my custom would be so much better with these parts. So I remade my custom with the new parts. I'm like, oh, so I totally get it.
Now RP says, Zombie, you were the one who sold me my first head sculpt you painted, but Lord of Darkness. You put me on the blue tack. You put on the blue tack, so thank you.
Yeah. I remember that because I only had a handful of those heads. I know I'm such a bad influence.
Yep.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. I'm fighting that mucus monster. I apologize. No, okay, so
okay, so I have a question.
Conan on the left, and Dark Wolf. I was trying to remember his name. I'm sorry. Go ahead. What's your question?
So okay. So Anubis and Bastet, those were deities, but has this one been officially designated as a separate, like, offshoot line, or?
No, it just
because this technically a deity, right?
Correct.
Okay.
So I think I know where you're going with this, because they have said after they released Anubis and Bastet that they were going to revisit the Egyptian gods again, and they're going to they're going to make more of the gods from the Egyptian pantheon. So it's possible that they're going to do the same thing here.
Okay.
So we might be coming back to the Hindu pantheon of, maybe we'll get a Shiva. That was originally my guess whenever they released the teaser. But then after I started, I paid attention to their wording, because they never do anything unintentional like that. And when they were, there are no obstacles to the next figura obscura. I'm like, I know who it is. So I kept my mouth shut. I'm like, no, I can't, because I figured it out. I knew who it was. I'm like, okay, I'm done. I'm not posting no more. Is that where you were going? More or less?
No, well, no, I just was. Well, you were talking like, oh, they hadn't ever made those before. And I'm like, well, they did with the other one. So wouldn't that technically still fall in the same thing, or are they doing a whole new offshoot?
I don't think, there's no active religion that still worships the Egyptian gods. So that's what I meant when I said earlier.
Gotcha.
This was a first for the line. have they made other deities? Yes, they have. We see them right here.
Yeah.
What I meant was, no, there are people that still actively worship in religion today Ganesha.
Gotcha. Well, there's one that I would probably absolutely jump over, and that's what's her name?
You gotta give me something to go on.
Vishnu, I think her name is. She's
not
the
familiar.
one that has a ton of arms.
Oh, okay.
And oh man, when we learned about her in class, it was yeah, something like that. Yeah, Shiva, probably. Yeah, Shiva, I think. But anyway, when we learned about her, I was just like, oh man, that's a really cool idea. Because they were going into the lore and things like that, and so I was getting ideas like for stories, not saying, oh, this is a cool idea. I'm just saying I was getting ideas from that. I was like, oh,
yeah,
that's cool.
Inspiration.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that at all. He says Kali, maybe. Yeah, I'm not super familiar.
Yeah. Well, anyway,
where did I leave off here? Okay, here's a little size comparison for you Hasbro fans, because I know you're out there. Just to kind of give you an idea. Oh, you got some responses there.
Kali.
Yeah.
Multi-armed goddess. Yeah, that's probably it. Yeah, it's. Let me see.
You're gonna look it up.
Well,
so we have on screen. There's the Green Goblin, Marvel Legends, Spider-Man Legends, whatever figure. I don't know. I can't keep up with it no more. There's 50 of them out there, and then this one surprised me. The G.I. Joe Classified, just how small that figure is.
Oh yeah, dude.
Even if you look past Ganesha at the Marvel Legends, it's like, dang, they're tiny.
They are.
Oh, we've got Abby's attention now. Maybe we should have had him come in and fill in.
Right.
I'm having trouble here. Oh man. But yeah, I just have a couple more to share here. Again, another shot of just all of those wonderful accessories that, that one dickhead was bitching that the figure comes with, and shut your ass up. Sit down. Nobody fucking cares, all right? Do us all a favor. Please don't buy that figure.
Right.
You'll hate it. But I love all of this. Like,
yeah.
This gets me in a creative mood, because all of those little accessories and stuff you can use across the entire line of any of the legions and the figures that fall, in that umbrella.
Yep, absolutely.
And we will see some of these later in the line. Trust me, they're gonna pop up again, because that's what they do. Every toy company out there in the world reuses stuff, so don't even come at me with any of that shit. This stuff is cool. I don't care what that asshole says. And then this one I want to share, because this one started. This is one of the pop and swaps that Bill did on his review video, and what this is the lower half area, the thighs and the groin area of the Ganesha figure, and the arms, because it comes with 4 sets, 2 sets of arms, 4 arms. And this is on one of the Armory experience figures that the Horseman released.
Okay.
And just the proportions of it. I was like, ooh, I like that. So I took a little inspiration from him. And while I don't have those parts on hand right now, I worked with what I had. So I made it my own, you know.
Oh, nice.
So this is just, you know, parts cobbled together from my fodder, and the thighs and the arms came from a Knoxville cosmic figure, and then
Oh, okay.
this head, because it's the same scale. It's just they
Mhm.
got, you know, all the little groovy bits and stuff on them, which I
Yeah.
dig that. I like all that stuff. But then this head is the one that comes with any of the Jacob Marley
Yeah,
figure
okay.
obscura figures.
Man in the
So,
Iron Mask looking thing.
right. So I was like,
That's
oh,
pretty cool.
that's damn cool. I love
Yeah.
that. So yeah, so I mean, I don't know why I didn't think of that before. Like, I was like, oh wow, like I loved what he did here. It looks great. But again, like I said, I don't have those. So
Yeah.
I worked with what I got.
Mhm.
And he's got, you know, a couple of other things in there. Like he did this, he took the body with the big belly and everything, and he put one of the zombie heads from the builder pack that just came out with the Necronomina set.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh my god, even that looks nice.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And that's what I love about his videos, because he doesn't just show you the figure, he breaks it down, and then he does some part swaps with it, which this
Mm.
is stuff that anybody can do. You know, you don't have to be a major customizer to pop these figures apart and rearrange them however you want, make up characters like this.
Yeah.
I mean, that's half of the fun of the line for me. And you know, you get people that try it for the first time, and then they get addicted. It's like, ooh, what else can I make? You know, what's out
Right.
there, what's available? Let me buy this, and oh, I need the part from that one, and I need the part from this other figure, and you know, and then they catch that bug,
Yeah.
you know. So it's like, oh, this is awesome.
RP's talking about he got that bug. He loves that Man in the Iron Mask head sculpt. He put it on a black Krampus with limbs. That's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. I mean that's and that was just that, you know, because it was a man, my brain's working faster than my mouth can keep up. That was that surprise heads
Yeah.
sculpt that came. So that's they do that with the like the Christmas holiday kind of thing, as kind of like a special gift.
Mm.
So far, each of the Christmas released figure obscuras have come with a secret little surprise like that. The Father Christmas ones came with two. They came with a couple of night heads. But yeah, no, so far they've kept that tradition, and that's probably my favorite one. Not, I
Yeah.
mean, it's a skull too, so
Yeah.
I'm a bit biased, I guess. um, but then I grabbed this next picture before I got sick, and this is a shot of the bear and the big ogre scale minotaur, and then of course the unicorn.
Yeah.
These are all from the Rising Suns, I believe. The Rising Suns wave. That's the one where the House of the Noble Bear and
Oh.
the uh, man, the Red Star. What is it? I can't remember. It used to be my favorite faction. The Red Stars.
something.
I can't remember. My head is so full of snot. I can't think. It's blocking my brain. No, but these are some fine cut test shots here of some of the pieces. And
is it the Red Star?
Like Sons of the Red Star.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. It was Red Star something. I just got there. But this really shows like that bear, and I've got to show Lori this picture because I told her there's pictures of this bear standing on its hind legs, and I couldn't find any of them. So when I saw this one, I'm like, yes! So I grabbed it. But that bear is massive. It is such a huge figure, and the horses are big enough on their own.
Oh yeah, definitely.
bear next to this horse. We know how big the horses are.
Right.
This bear is a monster.
Yep. Can
And
you
I'm
imagine
excited.
customizing that to be her bear?
I know. I know. If I do that, it's going to be a one and done because
Right.
I'm unfortunately not made out of money. I got myself in a little bit of a pickle with the sad pancake, I think. I can't do a bunch of Big James customs. That'll have to be like maybe we can print something and then I can paint it for you.
Right.
But I also want to point out this picture doesn't just show these three here. If you look behind them, you'll see pieces from the Ox Crew Cosmic Wave laying on the table.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And see, there's that box that
Yep,
looks
the
so
big
cool.
crate.
That the crate thing and looks like a boot. Yeah. Laying down figure.
So yeah, nope, cool stuff.
I want them thickies, dude.
I'm going to be playing catch up with those if I get any. I'm going to be honest with you because I did not pre-order any directly from the Horsemen because I had other plans and those plans unfortunately fell through.
Mm-hmm.
So there's going to be a couple of waves that I'm going to be desperately playing catch up with.
Yeah.
But I want to go back. I want to go back here to Store Horsemen. You know, kind of. I didn't save any of these pictures here on my own because I knew they were going to still be up. But you get another clear look here of the figure and some of the posing that it's capable of.
So, is there a story with the mouse?
Yes.
Like comes
Yes.
with the rat thing?
I'm vaguely familiar with that. It's got something to do with a race. And I'm maybe Abby knows a lot more about it than I do, but Ganesha and there was another of his brothers, I think, had been challenged to a race, and they had they could choose or they were appointed a steed, and Ganesha's was this rat. So I don't know if he could increase the size of it or if it just magically worked. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not that familiar. I hate the way this is working. Can I just can I just click on it? No, it's not letting me click on it. What if I do? Nope. I'm gonna struggle going back and forth here with these pictures. I think this one is more like if it had the headdress on it, with him sitting on the stool with the leg up, crossed and everything. That's a very common visual. If you look up Ganesha, if you do searches or whatever, you'll see it. They're sitting in the legs crossed pose with the hands up, and
that's honestly pretty impressive that you can get his leg up to cross it like that, which is awesome that it works that way. Works well enough to do that.
So here is the rear view of the figure. I don't know. I'm trying to be careful what I say because people take stuff out of context now.
Back it up.
No,
back it up.
But you get a good look at how those additional arms plug in, and there's just no. there's a couple of ports in the back around where the shoulder blades would be. There we go. And then here you can see those hinges that those ears are on. I don't know why that excites me. It just does. Posable ears. I mean, it's
awesome.
It's brilliant. But yeah, you can really see the intricate details and stuff in those sculpts. They know what they're doing for sure.
I feel like I need to get one, but I can't. It's like, dang it.
But like I said,
so cool.
As of this show, as of this recording, still available.
And this is April 21st, 2000, whatever the year is.
2025.
Yes, that. Okay, so the mouse is his mount.
Right.
And it shows that he is able to symbolize his ability to overcome even obstacles like elephants' fear of mice. Okay. So yeah, I was thinking like, isn't it, aren't they like afraid of mice? But
So to speak. Yeah. I
yeah,
mean,
at least that's what Disney wants you to believe.
yeah. Well, it's not just a Disney thing. Actually, they really do try to avoid. It's not just rodents. It's also any type of little bird or something like that. They try to typically keep away from. And there's people that speculate why, because they don't want them going up their trunk or stuff like that. Or I watched a show on the Discovery Channel or Animal Planet or something like that. I don't know. They tested that. They had like a little white rat or something under a bowl, or it was I don't know, a fake log or something like that in an elephant enclosure. And when the elephants approached it, they flipped it over. They had it on wire or something. They flipped it over, and then the elephants could see the little mouse, and they stopped and they like backed up and like went a different direction. So it's a very real thing. It's not just
Okay.
hearsay myth. They really do try to avoid little creatures like that. And it's crazy to think of. Well, why you're so big?
Right.
And it's probably
Well,
because they're so small.
right. I know that's how I felt with my sister got, which happy birthday to my sister.
Oh,
It's
happy
her birthday today. But yeah, so she got a little teeny tiny pug, and this thing was so small. It was like this big, it could fit in your hand when she first got it. And it came running towards me and bit on my jeans because I had big baggy jeans, and it's like I'm trying to step and not like step on the dog, and I was just like, I'm like, I don't know
Right.
what to do.
Freeze.
Right.
Yeah. So one thing I do want to touch on is during these drops, they do offer like a bundle
Mm-hmm.
of like extra stuff or whatever, and that's usually in the form of a pin, an enamel pin, or some type of coffee
Okay.
mug or a tumbler or something. In this case, it was a coffee mug, which that one is still available. The pins are no longer available; they're sold out, and the all-in bundle is sold out. But hey, if you like what you see, go get you this figure, get a cool coffee mug. I wouldn't recommend putting the coffee mug in the dishwasher. I don't think they're dishwasher safe because I saw somebody put another one from the past in, and the stuff started coming off of it. So hand wash only. Fair warning.
Well, do what you want with it. You bought it. Who cares? If you want to keep it in good condition, you'll hand wash.
Fair warning though. But yeah, but while you're there, here's a bunch of other figures they've got in stock. These are not a pre-order; they're still available, as long as they don't say sold out underneath them. I know the Gunmetal, Evil Armory, and Heroic Armory Knights are sold out. These two guys, they're sold out. They're gone. But yeah, no. If you want to recreate that little pop and swap that we showed you with the Ganesha arms and legs, this is the figure that he used for it. It's the Purple Evil Armory Knight. I know it doesn't really look like it, but trust me, that's the figure he used. Why is it so small?
That's what she said.
I know it was a different head on that figure, and I'm not sure that this one comes with that one. That one might have actually come from Legion's Con that he had. Now that I think about it, because there was a couple of pieces that they kept exclusive to the show.
Okay.
But
Fair
no,
enough.
they've got a bunch of other stuff, in stock, a bunch of cool figures. They do have payment plans. Sign up through, Shop Pay or whatever they call it. So you got payment plans. They have a flat rate shipping of $9.99 you can take advantage of. Doesn't matter how much stuff you order, you can get one of everything, and the shipping is still going to be $9.99.
Nice.
That's all I had.
All right.
All right, Dustin, take over.
Okay. Well, in addition, I mean, I know we talked about this a little bit on Friday, but there was a lot of stuff revealed at Japan. Just happened to be Hasbro. Like I'm actually really interested in. They put out a new Chewbacca, a new Han Solo, and the head sculpts on them look really awesome.
Did they though? Did they? Are they new? I think they're just repainted.
Well, if they're repainted, then that I thought the face looks really new on Han.
I mean, it's amazing what a paint job can do to a sculpt that was painted shitty to begin with.
Oh, was it?
This is typical Hasbro with Black Series. Okay, they keep rehashing those same old figures that you've bought before in the past. Now, granted, they may be painted a little bit better. Yeah, true. Hey, not faulting them for that. I'm all about improving stuff. But I also want to point out when Black Series first came out, paint jobs, maybe not on the face, maybe not on the heads, but the bodies, they were a bit more grungy. They had a little bit more detail in them than what the current figures do. The current figures are super clean, and if that's your thing, hey, more power to you. But Star Wars is a dingy, dirty, lived-in world. The figures should represent that too. That's all I'm saying.
Fair enough. Fair enough. But yeah, I mean, that was really all I had to say. But I'll transition to one other thing here. Let me find it. All right. All right. So we have a few Kickstarters that are awesome that we want you to look at and take consideration. Here's the first one. Carissa Grant's Kickstarter, Worthy Chaos. And that's the link there. And do I have that pulled up? Yeah. I can take you over there right quick. Present, share screen. Where is it? Here it is. Share. And let me click over here and do share again. All right. So here's her campaign. It's already funded. And it's really cool. It's another Western. So that's right up my grant. Right up. I looked at the name. It's right up my alley. But it comes with this stuff. Like a little journal notebook that you can put stickers in and keep track of as you progress in the campaign. And each campaign will come with new stickers, new things that you find. And
nice Wendigo too. That's awesome looking.
Yeah, that's really awesome. She also has a here it is. Just love that cover. And where is the so here's
Oh my god. Is that Bigfoot?
Yeah, it's Bigfoot. Mothra.
Mothman.
Mothman, sorry. I'm saying Mothra. But anyway, so yeah, it's a really fun campaign. It looks amazing. And there's where's the thing that she was talking about? Well, at some point I'll just say she's talking like in the next book, she's going to have because they have to build up their own apothecary type add-on type thing. So it comes with a little case and things, just like the journal that's up here, that she keeps track of. So she's out there trying to get collect items and things like this, and she takes notes in her journal, and it's, you're going to be able to collect those things with her as you progress in her campaign and progress in the books and things like that. So it looks fun. Not to mention this old type of notebook and paper. It's just like, that is so cool and right up my alley. And I think that's so cool. And then we also have, moving on. Let's see, can I switch windows or do I have to stop sharing?
No, there should be well,
I already did.
if
Share
you click
screen.
over to another window, it'll say share this instead or something like that.
Oh, okay.
So
Good to know.
That's how I do it. As I hop from one picture to the next. A little behind the scenes.
Now where's the window here? Okay. No, I want to share this window.
Can't help you. Sorry.
Oh,
I look like
here we go.
warmed over.
Share. And then I got to come back
Paler
here
than usual.
and add to stage. And so here is Chris Brown's Slaughterville. And I tell you what, we have so much fun in the Slaughterville world. This is for his new campaign. And where's the window that I'm sharing? Okay. So this is for,
like it's fully funded.
Yes, it has. But he has a new villain, Pumpkin Fiend, and we played through that. And on last Thursday's episode, you can find it on our channel under Roll With It. It's in there. You can also find it on the Madness because it originally aired there. I just share it to our stream as well. But it's so much fun. You have these little dice and you roll and you pick a location, and you have to, like for Pumpkin Fiend, you have to keep a certain number of fires lit, and it actually hurts the Pumpkin Fiend. And so it's sort of like the pumpkin head villain. So it's a typical horror type world, but it's like generic enough that it can be any kind of horror world. So there's zombies, wolves, werewolves, random fiends, psychos, slashers, all that kind of stuff. It's a blast, this game. And so we played the game last Thursday, and we were having a ton of fun. And then so really excited to play this and get it in hand and all that stuff. Where is the window? Here we go. So yeah, really excited to do that. And so yeah, that's Chris Brown's campaign, and here's Carissa Grant's, and good fun stuff. Let's see. Yep, absolutely. So yeah, that's everything we have today. I will say, if you are on Super 7's website and you want to help us out and let them know we sent you, enter.
You still got the still have Chris Brown's. There you go.
Yeah. So enter Masters of the Thunder Nerds at super7.com. and that'll let them know that we sent you and buy up all the stuff, whatever you want, all that good stuff. And nope, I want that back. I want this to go away. Now, as far as streaming, hey Josh Perry, how's it going? And
better
yeah.
late than never, right?
Yeah, right.
No, thank you for joining us, though. Really.
Yeah. So if you're just now joining us, you can find us back here again tomorrow, 8:00. The Joy of Drawing with Addie Marie Art is back with us, and for the foreseeable future, we're going to be streaming on Tuesdays at 8 p.m., Mondays 10:30, Fridays at 9 p.m. So that's our weekly schedule. So we'll probably alternate between interviews and the Joy of Drawing, that a little segment where basically we just sort of hang out. Addie draws stuff. She does her thing. We chit chat back and forth and, see what kind of hijinks we can get into. And then on Thursdays, we are playing Roll With It, just Roll With It, hosted by Laughing Rogue, aka Christopher Brown. And that's a good time. I think this week we're going to be back in his doing the RPG thing where I'm be reprising my Dusty Fog character. And who knows what I'll get into in that game. But then Friday, we'll be back here. The Town and 13 Assassins are the movies we are watching for the week. I've never seen either one of these, so I can't tell you if they're good. I've heard good things about them, but who knows? That's for the future to find out. Future me to figure out. And then we'll talk about them on Friday. But yeah, so join us back here and we'll hang out. Any last words? Or are you tapped out?
Nope. Hey, thanks for sticking with us. We love the participation from the chat as always. Mm-hmm. We're starved for the attention. No, no. Thanks for tuning in and watching us. Really though. Again, I apologize for last week. I'm still dealing with trying to get better, as you can see if you stuck with us through the whole show. Hopefully next Monday will be much better. I won't be trying to cough up a lung.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, truly, thank you for anybody that's sticking around and watching us. We really do appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. And and that's it for us. I'm can be found at Masters of the Thunder Nerds. Zombie can be found at zombie13.customs. And that's it. Take care.
Yeah.
All right. Much appreciated. And that's it for us. Have a good one. Thunder Nerds Ho.
Click on the tube and feel the vibe. Every show you crave right here live. Heroes and villains clash in the night. Madness Comic Network sets it right. Scroll through the list, find what you need. Epic battles and fast-paced speed. From capes to cosmic space delight. Tune in and watch your favorites ignite. On Facebook, share the thrill so grand. On X, the buzz across the land. Madness Comic Network all around. In every episode, joy uploads, they never end. Superheroes and their friends, catch every twist and every turn. Madness Comic, you will yearn. Stay up to date with every twist. Madness Comic, don't miss a gist. From laughter to tears, every mood. Madness Comic sets the groove. Click that button and subscribe. Catch the wave and ride the tide. Join the fun, join the craze. Madness Comic brightens days. New uploads, they never end. Superheroes and their friends, catch every twist and every turn. Madness Comic, you will yearn. Stay up to date with every twist. Madness Comic, don't miss a gist. From laughter to tears, every mood. Madness Comic sets the groove. Click that button and subscribe.